This is Religion in the News, sponsored by Wish TV, in cooperation with the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis.
Good morning, Indianapolis. Welcome to Religion in the News. I'm J.R. Ryder, and joining me today, we have Jeffrey Payne and Charity McHugh. Our guests talk about life as a pageant queen, an author with an encouraging message, and a special resurrection service. News 8 reports on the Butler Bulldogs and the NCAA's Women's Final Four tournament here in Indianapolis. Stay tuned. Indianapolis is not only the home to Butler, it's also the home to the NCAA Women's Final Four. Now, those games will be played over this weekend, but the combination of both events means big bucks for local restaurants and bars. 24-hour News 8's Phil Sanchez has that story.
A Friday night downtown Indianapolis, and our cameras capturing a lot of this. UConn shirts worn by Husky fans strolling through town. UConn?
Yes.
Where you from? Part.
Danbury.
NCAA women's basketball fans swarming the city tonight. So you came in from Nebraska.
Yep.
What do you think of Indy?
Oh, love Indy. We've been here before. Had a good time. Of course, Baylor won last time. We were hoping for Baylor to be here again.
Well, no Baylor this year, but Notre Dame is here, and that could mean big crowds for places like Ram.
Which is good because, you know, usually the women's is a little smaller than the men's, of course, but this, you know, with Notre Dame being here 3 hours away, we should get a lot bigger crowd.
Which means more money. Combine those crowds with the crowds that will be packing places like Ram for Butler's game tomorrow night. Jackpot.
Now it's just Butler's in it, Notre Dame's in it. We're going to be right back on the same numbers that we were last year. We're pretty close.
When you say numbers, can you give us numbers?
Well, I can't really give you numbers, but they were very, very good.
But it doesn't only mean more money for restaurants, it also means more money for hotels. Every single one of these people who come in from other states have to stay somewhere. Where are you folks staying again?
At the Crown Plaza.
Crown Plaza, okay.
Yep.
How many days?
Till Wednesday.
They're in town from Boston.
It's within walking distance of everything, so like we're real excited to come to some of these restaurants and, you know, catch the games and everything like that.
Now, $17 to $20 million is expected to be spent here in Indy over the next several days. Last year, more than $45 million was spent.
Good morning, I'm Charity McHugh. My guest today is a pageant queen and a music artist, Alyssa Talkin. Welcome to Religion in the News. We're pleased to have you.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You've had quite an influence in the community with your project of volunteering as well as your music. And I know you've also been very successful in the pageantry industry of holding such titles as Cover Girl, Cover Model, Indiana Teen Queen, Ultimate Teen Queen. What influenced you to start participating in pageants?
The first reason I first started participating in pageants was because of the talent aspect. I've always wanted to be a singer, and but there's also another aspect of community service, and I didn't expect it to touch me as much as it has, and I'm really grateful that I've had this opportunity.
You mentioned your platforms. I know you've worked with various causes. What particular organizations have you worked with that have, I guess, had the most impact, like you said, on your life?
The Julian Center, which is a house for a safe haven for women who's have from domestic abuse, and then they also can bring their kids there. And I remember one little girl, she was so excited when I brought Books and Bears there because she had one of her own, because the toys there are strictly to stay there, and this could have been like the first toy she's had that she could call her own.
Wow.
And then I've also donated food to Third Phase Food Pantry. And then the last one is Riley's Children's Hospital. And that one's touched my heart the most because my brother, he was there for a while when he was younger because of a rare birth defect. And just being able to help and give back to those kids who are in a similar situation feels great.
Sure. So how's your brother doing today?
He's doing great, thank you.
Great. Now, I do understand that you recently went to a pretty big event in Orlando, Florida, which was a national talent event. Now, how did you have the opportunity to obtain something of that nature?
Well, I auditioned here last summer in Indianapolis for the Talent Scouts, and they recommended me for the highest level of competition there. And I went down in Florida over over Christmas, and I got in the top 5 out of 800 kids for my age division, which was a great experience, and I was just able to perform in front of agents and talent scouts that I would have never gotten the opportunity to do without it.
So I understand that somebody or a couple people was pretty prestigious of who you got to meet. Tell me who it was.
I got to sit down and have a one-on-one talk with both Sony Records and Capitol Records, and I got the opportunity to perform in front of them and to have them give me feedback and just to learn and have this great experience there.
That's pretty awesome. Now, what type of music do you like to sing?
I sing pop, country, and Christian music.
Very good. And I do understand that you also have a demo CD that you put out, which I think we got a copy of that, but I'll have to hold it up. Awesome picture of you.
Thank you.
And obviously, if somebody wanted to check out your work, where should they go to check you out?
You can either go to my Facebook page, which is Allie T Music, or you can email me at alliet@alliet.com.
Awesome. Now, with your Books and Bears, now is this something that a platform you raised your own money for, Books and Bears?
Yes, I got donations to raise money to give to the charities.
Sure. Now, how long have you been doing pageants?
I've been doing pageants for the last 3 years, and this has just been an amazing experience to do all this stuff, and in so little time, it just feels great.
That's wonderful. And I do know that you want to pursue music as your full-time career. As far as the time that you have to put into it, what do you have to do to prepare yourself?
To prepare myself, I always have vocal lessons all the time, and to be able to practice, that's the biggest thing.
Now, do you take, I understand, piano and guitar? How's that going for you?
I can play part of a song, but I'm not very far with that yet, but I'm getting there.
Sure. Now, I also, with your demo CD, if somebody wanted to obtain a copy of this, you're, I understand, giving away some free demo CDs right now, and then you have a website that you want to send people to, or an email address where they can either make a donation to you or go to Allie T for your demo.
Yes.
Okay, great. And can you give us your email address and how they can book you for
alliet@alliet.com. And then also, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Allie T Sings, you can look at some of my videos that I have up there.
So hopefully one day we'll be able to see you on the Red Carpet Awards and wonderful.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Me too. That'd be awesome. Obviously, we have the donations, and I do understand that we have a clip for Alyssa, and it has some of her information on there, as well as a performance that you did. And what was the song that you did for it?
I did Temporary Home.
Wonderful. That's great. And as far as, and then you are quite an accomplished young lady, and I always have to ask this, what do you attribute your success to?
Well, God has blessed me with such wonderful parents that has been able to love and support me, and then also to give me the financial backing to follow and pursue my dreams.
That's wonderful. You got awesome parents. So, well, we're excited that you were able to be on our show today, Alyssa. And then I do know you go by Allie T is your
stage name.
Your stage name. That's
great. A lot easier than Alyssa.
And we really appreciate having Alyssa on our program today. And now back to you, Jeff.
My guest is an author and a Hurricane Katrina survivor when we return.